Hey, what's up? This is Mike again, doing another deck profile. This one is not for Trader So, it's one of my main decks right now. It's the Machina Malefic. I profiled this, I think, Friday, but it got deleted, so I'm just going to redo it again. This time there's not going to be any proxies. I was able to get what I needed on the sneak peek on Sunday, so let's just go. Triple gear frame. Let's see if I can center this better. Triple gear frame, triple fortress, and I'm playing double Machina Cannon. I was playing Cyber Dragon, but Machina Cannon, like it's never been a dead draw for me. So, and it's I lost another card that I side in this deck. This can get around, so I'll show that to you when I show you the side. That's all for the Machinas, and you run triple Malefic Cyber End. If you summon this and you have skill drain, it's gonna be pretty hard to get around. A 4,000 beat stick, you just get to summon for free. So, and it's also, if you need to, you can drop it. Just discard it for a fortress as well. And double Yugioh, same thing. You can ditch it for fortress, and when it attacks, your opponent can activate stuff like Mirror Force, Deep Prison, etc. So yeah, and those are all the monsters. For spells, double duality. If it was at 3, I'd be running 3 in this deck as well. Then we run triple terraforming. You want to get your field spells out as fast as you can, out of the deck to your hand. And then the field spells I run are triple gear town. One of the, if not one of the best field spells in the game, along with Spellbook Tower, but I don't think I can run that in here. And double Necro Valley. If you get maybe 2 gear towns and 1 Necro Valley in hand, or even 3 gear towns, you can pretty much OTK. As long as you have like a fortress or something to go along with the Yugioh. Double Lance, it helps protect your monsters when they're summoned, like Yugioh, Malefic Cyber End, and Fortress. Like another really good card of this format. I would play 3, but there's no room, so 2 is perfect for it. Same with MST. 3 I always dead drew. 2's, as I say, 2 is a good number. Then Dark Hole and Limiter Removal for ones of. It would be 40 cards, but this card makes OT King so much easier. Because if they don't do anything, and you activate a field spell and you summon Malefic Cyber in, and you have this in hand, it's game, unless they have Fader. Or whatever else stops attacks like Fader. No heavy, because you usually set a lot of back row, even though you have a lot of negation if they were to Starlight Road or something. So that's all for the spells. For traps, the obvious triple skill drain shuts down a bunch of stuff this format, including windups, which will probably get hit, but skill drain's still a really good card. And then for back row protection, or any protection, triple dark bribe. You usually don't mind giving your opponent a card, because you're pretty much going to have at least a 2,500 on the field at all times. So, now for one of my favorite trap cards, Triple Compulse. Gets around so much. People used to be like, well, it's a negative, but you're going to have to minus to plus sometimes, if you know what I mean. And Compulse helps you do that. If you can't draw your skill drains and they summon a Zenmanes or something like that, just Compulse it, gets rid of it. Compulse like a giant monster on their summoned where you can't use their effect, blah blah blah. The list goes on and on about how good this card is. And then the Solemn Brigade. You don't really mind paying life points in this, because I used to be playing 2 Starlight Roads, but Starlight Road doesn't do you any good when your opponent summons Barkion. And that Starlight Road could have been a Solemn Warning or a Solemn Judgment or something like that. So, Solemn Brigade's good in here. And that's the main deck. It's 41 cards. Extra deck, I'm just going to go through. It's random. There's not even 15 in here. The only thing that's really missing here is a Big Eye, but I trade that to Lewis, so he has it. But it's just Marrowgeist, the Fairy King, Pearl, my favorite one ever, Kachikochi. If you can make this, your opponent's doing something wrong. Black Ship of Corn, it's becoming more and more of a staple. Heretic Sun Dragon, because you can make and you have to run it in here. Fortress, because I side Cyber Dragons, and then the 3 Cyber End Dragons to remove for Malefic. That's the extra side. 1 MST, the third one. Double Shadow Mirror, Insector, Dark World, Infernities. Since Barrier got a reprint, they're going to be, I want to say they're going to be big again. Double Light Imprisoning, because every time I've played Lightsworns, I've gotten my ass kicked. So, and I had 13 cards when I got done, so I just put these 2 in here for now. Let's see, we got Double Prohib. This has always been a really good side deck card, in my opinion. Like, there's a bunch of other cards that you could side, but if you can activate this and call, like, their main card, like, say, Mermails, you say, like, Abyss Megalo, or, I don't know, Genex Undyne, they're pretty much done. Along with Double Soul Drain for Dark Worlds and Atlantean Mermails. That's really all this is in there for. You side out the skill drains against Dark World because skill drain helps them. So, Double Soul Taker, Light Pulsar, stuff to make mistiming, like I said, Pulsar, Shining, stuff like that. Run Double Sidra in the side against, if you're somehow playing a mirror match, that, and a Karkuri Yugioh, any Yugioh variant, any machine deck. And the card I just started siding for this, Double Defibber, since Fortress just says you have to discard, it doesn't say to the graveyard, you can dump these to special it, and it's really good. Like, I've tested it, and every time I've sided in, it's worked wonders for me. So, that's all I can really say. Macro is not good for this deck. I would side Macro, but the Gear Town engine, Gear Town requires it to be sent from the field to the graveyard, so it wouldn't work. And that's why Defibber's in here, not Macro. And that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think. If you make sure you like and subscribe it for more videos. Like it if you want to see some more profiles, maybe a duel or 2. So we get some more content on our channel for you guys. Thanks again for watching, and peace out.